Okay, so you've inserted the magnets properly, and it floats. And again, convince yourself that if you put it on one way, it'll float. Put it on the other way, it'll sink. So do that again. See, sinking. And now it floats. So that's normal. Okay, at this point, in a sense, we've finished the first variation. What you do is you put this on, and then this is the basic car. The only thing is, you then ask the students to draw lines so that it starts looking like a race car. In other words, they've got to shape this to make it streamlined.
Okay.
And once they do that, they've finished the first variation, which is called basic or gravity.
Okay. At this point, should we insert this as far as it will go? Or?
Yeah, after a while, you force it in, you make it, you may have to sand it a little bit to insert it.
No, it doesn't seem to want to fit in. Once we're down this far, just go ahead and sink it into the styrofoam.
Right.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, bite it a little bit. To make the thing, a hammer would work very well.
Okay. But we want to get the magnets all the way down to the styrofoam.
Probably won't fit all the way.
Okay.
Mine won't. Okay, so at this point, we have finished the first type, which is called basic or gravity. See if it still floats. Okay, so it seems to be working properly. Once again, this is the first type, called basic or gravity. The second variation, and you'll have to realize that the second variation comes in its own kit. You don't, each variation has its own plastic bag with all the components. Okay, the second variation is what we call wind. And the idea is to attach sails. So for here, all we're going to do is make a little groove in there, and we'll attach a sail.
What depth?
The depth of the, that's about enough.
Half the blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you insert the sail in that groove.
Now, the sail can be made from any material, or this in particular? Okay.
The sail can be made out of metal, wood, cloth, paper, cardboard,
Okay.
anything you want.
One sheet or a support frame, or are there any, I mean, other than 12 by 12, because I did read that.
Right.
But you can have a wooden frame with a paper sail or a silk sail or something like that.
You can have any kind of sail variation you want. And you can have more than one. If you like 2 sails,
Okay.
3 sails, whatever works for you,
All right.
that's allowed. Very good.
Wow. That's my plan.
What, are they using a fan or a reverse blower?
20-inch.
They're using a 20-inch fan.
Whoa! Does that happen often?
Yeah.
Ah. So it's one of the things they'll try to work towards.
Yeah, making sure it blows straight and doesn't decide to twist.
Yeah, you sort of have to balance it, especially if you have more than one sail,
Oh, yeah.
and the sail's 12 inches high. After a while, you do have a balance problem.
Yeah, it's not balanced in the air, even hits it wrong at all.
Interesting.
We'll have a fan over here, and we'll have wooden sides, about 12 inches high on either side.
Okay. Any kind of pressure, you can keep it going right through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we sort of try to concentrate the wind that goes through. Okay, so at any rate, in theory, we have now finished the second type of variation, which is called wind.
Now, can the sails be attached at all? I mean, can you hot glue them,
Yes,
or
sure.
so that can be done?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
do anything you want.
Okay.
All right, now let's start working on the variation called electric motor propeller. So take what you have here and temporarily put it aside. And we'll start working on the third variation. Okay, so clear the area. And open up this package. Open up the package and build the frame just like we did the last time.
Power supply works.
So good.
Most of those, once I started using them, they blew the fuse. I got 3 that blew the fuse as soon as we started them last year, so hoping this one lasts. And actually hoping it lasts for me, so it's my fuses.
There you go. Those radio shacks to see quite a bit of you. Yeah.
Did it die already?
I wonder if I blew the fuse. Probably did.
You'd think the fuse could handle what it's rated for in the front, right?
I would think so.
Has it got a power light on at all?
Yeah, that's.